Parts are in. Let's see if we can get these two buttoned up and get them outside. Let's get started. So honestly, it's been like 2 weeks since I've touched these, waiting on parts and everything. So I don't know which one to start with. I think we're going to start with the Husky just because it's going to be easier. Just need to throw an oil filter on it. I believe we drained the fuel, or not the fuel, but the oil last time, so I had to top that off. We already have a brand new spark plug for it, so we'll put that on. And the only thing I really have to do is put the new carburetor onto it. Throw that on real quick. Bring you in close real quick here so get a good glimpse on all this stuff. I did clean it up real good with a little bit of razor edge. I got the new gaskets here. It came with 3 different gaskets. Must be whatever filter you might have on or whatever carburetor might be installed. So this piece will go right on to this guy right here. Thank God they put these little tabs in here, because if not, it'd be a pain in the butt trying to line everything up and keep everything aligned. Put the bolt through there. Put it all the way through the other side. And we'll go ahead and put the other bolt in as well. Keep everything lined up. Then we're also going to hook the probes in as well. Not probes, but different push-pull rods as well. So I definitely suggest getting the push-pull rods in first and then hooking the spring up afterwards, just because it's a pain in the butt to put it all in together. There we go. Springs in on both sides, and once this is all in place, then we can move these, put these clamps back on where they need to be. One thing to take note at whenever you're doing any type of oil filters or anything is just go ahead and put the date on them. Typically what I do for the date is I'll grab a permanent marker, but I have a little one that decides to take all my markers and everything, and you know how that goes. So let's go ahead, put a little bit of oil on the ring so it just gets a good seal on it. All right, put the spark plug on. So the only thing that I have left to do is just fill it up with oil, put the rest of the assembly on with the fuel, top the oil off, and then get this heavy thing off the bench. So the original plan was to wait until I got both of them complete before I tested one of them, but I'm too anxious to figure out something as little as replacing a carburetor made that much of a difference on this Husqvarna. Well, fingers crossed this actually works. We'll see. Yep, so there's gonna be a part 3 to the Husky. Dang it, that sucks. But in the meantime, we'll go ahead. Hopefully we can get this one running. This one's not gonna take much. Just got to place a couple of gaskets. Make sure that the valves are correctly adjusted back to the original on what I had it before, and then pretty much just throw the carburetor back on, hook the fuel line back up, and then push it outside. First thing I need to do is get all this old gasket off both parts of the head. Now that both sides are cleaned up, we'll go ahead and start assembling this back together. Put the rods in next. Rod in. Won't be able to do the gap until after the head's torqued back down. If not, my gaps will be wrong afterwards. Alright, throw the exhaust back on real quick. Now that that's all torqued, we'll go ahead and check these valve clearances. That one feels like it's tight. Bring it to top dead center. I'm just going to put it at 5. That's too tight. That one is too tight. Now that we get the valves all adjusted, go ahead and clean this valve cover and install the new gasket, put it together. Alright, exhaust is on, valve cover head's on. Go ahead and start working on putting the carburetor. Now that took way longer than it was expected, go ahead and start throwing the rest of the mower together. Carburetor's in. Go ahead and put the top back on. Oh, I gotta put the spark plug in at some point too. Alright, that's hooked up. Just gotta get the fuel line back installed. Oh, fuel line's installed. Fuel check real quick. There should be some. There's a little bit in there. Enough to hopefully get it started. We're gonna try it with the air filter installed because that's the main issue that I was having. So after the last time that we used it, I should have no problem with it starting. It's just running. So bring this back up here. Probably take a couple tries trying to get the fuel back into it. There we go. Bring the thunder. Bring the thunder. Bring the thunder. Bring the thunder. All right. Bring the thunder. Back to the drawing board. Shucks. Good thing is, everything works. Nope. Definitely not. But the other good thing is, there is going to be a part 3. Will we be able to get it alive? I have no idea. Husqvarna, we're going to have to tear into that thing. Get down to the cylinder heads, get down to the cylinder walls, see if there's any type of scraping. The Troy-Bilt, on the other hand, runs. And it runs with the air filter so it doesn't die. We just got to figure out why it's got a premature ignition and a little bit of backfire. I didn't check the spark plug gap, so it could be something as simple as that. But let me know down in the comments if you have any suggestions on what we can do with them. But at this point, they're pretty much fair game, so if anything, it'll just be how to tear down into the Kawasaki engine. But let's continue on, and let's see if we can get at least one of these running and see if we can sell it or donate it. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.